I've been walking on ice, wanna let everything go and feel alright. When I hear the drums and the heartbeats, sweat drip down our bodies. Oh, I know we're living. When it's done, we're gonna have a good time. 1,000 hands up to the sky. We gon' get toasted tonight. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the moonlight. I toasted a wild one. I toasted a good life. I toasted the lovers. I toasted you and I toasted a wild one. To you and I. To you and I feel the party coming on, and I know you'll come along when you hear it in your ear. Yeah, I know you're feeling the way we're moving. Nothing can stop it.
Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. Happy October 1st, a national holiday here at the Morning Toast. If you don't know why, educate yourself. And it's just, this day never passes without me having a huge pit.
I know, but it is like a nice marker of time, you know?
Yes, like we've now been doing the show for at least 3 years.
No, it's been like, I just think of it, it's been 2 years since that wild day, but time really flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Which is what we do here at the Morning Toast.
And for anyone who wanted an update, I never got the money, but I donated $200 in his name to Safe Horizon, which is like an organization for victims of violence. And I did that because I thought I was going to get the 200, but I didn't. So like now I'm out 400.
Right, but you know, he gave us so much content
That he, honestly,
that
like,
you can't put a price on.
and the kind of camaraderie he instills in the Toasters community
Like
is so invaluable.
You really can't buy that sort of.
But
like,
I did.
No, but yeah, I guess you did, but you couldn't if you wanted to.
No, I know. It's so valuable. I'm not upset, and it's all good.
And it's all good.
I'm wearing a very toasty bomber jacket today.
I'm very toasty as well today.
I'm wearing Toast merch, which should be coming rather soon.
This is Toast merch. That's not Toast merch.
No, sorry, but I'm just saying merch should be coming rather soon.
Yeah, very soon. So gird your loins. It's going to be a good one. Just ironing out some kinks.
We have so much to recap. There was Dancing with the Stars last night. I was in Malibu this weekend. What else?
It was Rosh Hashanah. It's a new year. We're sitting here.
New year, new me.
It's exciting.
It
Nothing
is.
like a new year to just get your mind right.
Something about the Jewish New Year feels very more like clean slate to me, like spiritually, than January 1st.
I feel as though Jewish New Year is a mental New Year, and January 1st is like a physical New Year, where my resolutions are more physical, and for the Jewish New Year, my resolutions are more mental. Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want to stop doing?
Right, and we have this short time period between the New Year and Yom Kippur, where on the New Year, it is written. On Yom Kippur, it is sealed. So what you do, the Book of Life, what you do in this time period is very interesting.
It's 10 days and it's make or break. So we're going to be on our best behavior.
Yeah.
Because I want to be written into the Book of Life.
It's also a special time of year. Like our dad died this time of year, which I think makes it better.
I think like rumor has it that you go straight to heaven.
I think. That's what the rumors say, but you know, tabloids these days are so unreliable.
Legend has it. Speaking of tabloids and rumors, one of our stories today is straight from the Morning Toasters Facebook group, which is something we've never done before. And I'm really excited about it because I want the story to be true.
And not only that, I find that the Morning Toasters Facebook group is really the breeding ground of so much hot gossip that eventually makes its way to the mainstream news, and we never get credit for it from the Toasters Facebook group.
And but we're part of the problem because we only consider it news when E writes it up. But it's like, no, we have it here. Just like that girl who swallowed her engagement ring. She put that story in the Toasters and then NBC.
Did she?
Yes.
Oh my
she
God.
was a toaster. When I was reading the story, I was like, this sounds, I don't know, like a toaster. And she put the story in one of the Toasters group, and it just made its way through the internet, and NBC San Francisco wound up picking it up, and then we picked it up, but it was our girl.
Oh my God. That's the last time we let something like that happen.
Right. So that's why today, whether it's true or not, you know, we're going to let you know what the Toasters on the ground are saying.
Yeah, and you know what? Media's constantly reporting news that's not true, so why don't we?
Why can't we?
Yeah.
Especially if it's like news we want to see in the world. Like, it is confirmed that Brad Pitt and Kourtney Kardashian are in love.
That's like a manifest thing. Like if we talk about it enough, it probably will happen.
Yeah, or they'll like see all these rumors circulating. There's so much positive, like their poll numbers are going up. I just watched The Politician.
Oh, we also have to recap The Politician.
Yeah, which we will at the end and when the Snatcher gets here, because right now Snitch is missing in action.
We are snitchless.
It's a snitch. You probably felt it. You were like, something's off.
Yeah.
It's a snitchless situation. It's not good, but
It's
she'll
a
be here.
snitchless situation.
Yeah, but she'll be here soon, and we're just counting down the minutes.
And we're just going to fire her the second she walks in.
No, we can't. We need her.
So, before we jump in...
Oh, how was your weekend? How was your trip?
It was actually delightful. Like, I didn't think I was gonna... I really, like, never do trips like that.
We know you.
You know me, I never do influencer trips, partly because I don't get asked, but also partly because it's just not my thing. Like, I honestly, the idea of ever going on a Revolve trip sounds like my actual worst nightmare.
Actually, you know what? Revolve trips, like, compared to some of the other influencer trips where it's, like, really an amalgam of people who don't know each other, I feel like that's not the worst kind of influencer trip.
But I just don't think it's for me. Like, being in that type of environment, like, would make me really self-conscious.
When it's for a bikini company.
Yeah, and it's like, I think that they have itineraries, like, boom, boom, boom. Like, you don't have any time to relax, and you're in this, like, beautiful place, and you don't get to enjoy it. So I was honestly very reluctant to do this trip, and I was going to say no. But I thought, when they told me that Lauren Elizabeth was going, I said, okay, I'll go, because I never get to see her. And a weekend in Malibu with Lauren Elizabeth? Okay. And I got there, and I didn't really know who was going to be there. And it was such a great crew of people. I got to see so many people I haven't seen in so long, like Morgan Stewart and Camille Kostick. And then I got to meet some new people like Charlotte McKinney, who is like literally the most beautiful girl on the face of the earth and like couldn't be more normal.
Really? It was a who's who of influencers.
No, it was premium as hell. And then I got
as someone who just enjoys everyone's content, like I was really living. It's like Real Housewives All Stars, or what the NBA All Stars I imagine is. It's like your dream team of influencers got together, and it sounds like it was as good as you thought it was.
It was, because like it was just so. It wasn't. Everyone was like. It wasn't the type of people who usually go on these trips, so they like know how to be fake.
Everyone's like, I don't normally do this.
Yeah, no, right? And then they were like, it was just,
the Snatcher! She's
wearing
here.
a t-shirt dress. Please have a seat.
She looks so beautiful.
How are you?
Are you watching us? Did you hear us say that we missed you?
And that we were going to fire you?
It froze because I lost service, so I did not hear that. But I feel like you say that you're going to fire me every time. So.
Do you want to plead your case? Like, do you want to keep your job?
No, she's coming from a job interview. She don't give a shit.
And also, I told you guys.
I know, but it doesn't make it any easier.
It just seems like your job requires you to work 1 hour a day, and this interview could have been maybe at the other 23
Honestly,
hours.
I offered 800 other times, and they couldn't accept for 9:15.
I mean, you're going to get the job, because look at you. Who wouldn't hire that?
Who would
hope so?
You're so proficient in your field, Snatchler.
Thank you.
Sorry, just like back to talking about me. I wanted to give a major shout out because I met Jackie Schimmel, who is the Bitch Bible.
Yeah, we had a lot of questions. How did it go?
Because I was reading the toast when I woke up, like from my flight, and people were already starting posting in Malibu because I got there super late. People were like, "Oh, Jackie Schimmel's there. Like Claudia's gonna hate her. She's gonna hate Claudia." And I'm like, "Oh my god, why? Like what?" And then I got there and she's like so cool and pretty and like nice and like I loved her. And she's like my new best friend. We were DMing. And I was just like, I wonder why people thought we weren't going to get along.
I was going to ask, you didn't see why people might have thought that?
No, I actually told her that because a lot of the girls who work for Vital Proteins are true toasters. And they were like showing us the threads of like people thought we weren't going to get along. And I was like, I wonder why. But like I was being truly myself.
I wonder why too. Interesting.
Maybe I think it's like when there are big personalities in a room, like sometimes they often clash. But I thought everyone was really harmonious, you know?
And it was a group of women who support other women.
That's exactly what it was. And it was just, I had such a good time. And not to mention...
I'm so glad you had a good time because you always like complain about going to this stuff. And now we can use this against you for you to go to the next thing.
Well, it didn't hurt that it was probably the most luxurious trip I've ever experienced or even witnessed. We stayed at the Nobu Hotel in Malibu, which I didn't even know there was a Nobu Hotel. I knew there was a Nobu restaurant, so it's right next door. And it's an invite-only, like 20-room hotel on the beach. It's fucking sick. Like, there was not a bad room in the house, but like, I did have one of the better ones. You know, I was being so obnoxious, like going into people's rooms, like seeing if mine was nicer. And it was just so luxe. They had facialists and yoga, which I didn't participate in, but I watched from my balcony. And there was no itinerary. Like, it was just basically like, have fun, enjoy. Like, the whole premise of the trip was like, you guys work so hard, like, just have a good time. They had a dinner every night, which was so luxe, like this dinner at Nobu Malibu, like, oh my god, I was having the time of my life, open bar, like, you know, I got so drunk. And the second night I like reeled in it, but it made me, I woke up like a pit, you know, but everyone was like, what happened last night? So I was like, oh, nobody knows that I was being crazy because everyone was being crazy.
Right,
like,
I remember when you said on this show that she wasn't going to drink, maybe have a Diet Coke.
She had a glass of wine on the plane.
I did, yeah, and you know what, I got fucked up on the plane.
She's snitching.
How did you know that?
Because you snapped it, I wrote to you, I was like, I'm not having one drink this weekend.
Margaret's always like being at Teddy Mellencamp, and it's a little annoying, but they were giving out champagne, and I was like, you know what? It's a weekend, like, what? I cannot drink champagne. I had one drink, and I couldn't, my eyes were like rolling behind my head. I was like, woo-hoo-hoo. is
It's
good
a
time.
crazy beverage.
It is a crazy beverage.
I haven't had champagne. Like, it's just not my drink of choice.
I had it
burp.
at my anniversary, and I had 3 glasses, and I had to be carried home.
It just makes you like so lightheaded for like a short amount of time. But you're not there for a long time, but you're there for a good time. I don't know. It's kind of sounds fun.
Yeah, honestly, it was such a good time. I was like really grateful for the invitation, seeing as how it was like this premium group of influencers. A-list, and I was like so grateful, and I really had the best time. And I like, when I was leaving, I was like sad. Like, it felt like summer camp, you know?
Yeah. Well, maybe you guys can keep in touch.
Yeah, well, Heather lives here. Morgan, I definitely need to see. Like, I have LA friends now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely going to hit up Charlotte McKinney, like, for a lunch or something.
Oh, for real? Well, we're going back to LA in less than 2 weeks.
Yes, we have LA week starting October 13th. Premium guests being nailed down left and motherfucking right. Also, I have a show October 13th, right before LA week starts. Jackie and Margot are going to be there. It is at the Ace Theater. Tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. Thank you.
That's going to be a fun week. I'm looking forward to it.
I actually am too. We just need to get our bearings. Like,
I mean,
where are we
have
staying?
to book flights, book a hotel, book everything.
Yeah.
But I think,
I'm thinking maybe we should rent a house.
oh my God, you would freak out of fear.
Oh, actually, okay. I think maybe
in the
we should,
hills, it's so spooky
I think
there.
maybe we should rent like a penthouse.
I think we should stay at the Chateau Marmont.
Okay.
You know?
I'm fine
Is
with
that a hotel or just a club?
It's not a club, it's a hotel.
Perfect.
Yeah. Actually, I went to a party at like one of the villas there that was like, $1 million a night. I think we should get that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll arrange it.
Sweet. Well, we have a great show for you today. We have to recap Politician, Dancing with the Stars. I've been watching Money Heist on Netflix. I'm well into season 2, and I just don't know if I would recommend it.
Like, you were blowing up our chat last night
Yeah,
with
but
useless
can you
information.
move it to a chat of people who watch it?
It's really annoying.
Snatchler.
Whenever the chat is popping off like that, I'm like, ooh, what's the tea?
Yeah.
And she's like, Berlin is annoying. I don't even know what that
Oh
means.
my God,
Like,
he's a sociopath. I wonder if any of the toasters are watching it. It's pretty good, and I've just been like really bored, and it's the perfect show because it's keeping me. I feel like it's similar to 24, where it's not every minute is an episode, but similar.
But you didn't watch 24.
Time's moving slowly. No, but I know that the premise is like 60-minute episode. It's real 60 minutes.
Yes.
24 hours in a day.
Yes.
You see every minute of their lives. That's how it's feeling. Because it's just really slow. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm really get excited to go home and watch it, even though I hate it. So it's that feeling.
yes, I do.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
I just
know.
want to see what stupid thing they're gonna do next.
Jackie, I know that feeling like the back of my
It's like,
hand.
I don't even know if I'm rooting for the good guys or the bad guys. I don't care, really. I just want everyone to stop being so stupid.
Oh, also, we had to reschedule yesterday's episode. We really didn't want to do a show yesterday because it was Rosh Hashanah. It felt like sacrilegious. But Andy Grammer was in town, and when Andy Grammer called, you pick up the phone. But then he ended up double booking us, so it all worked out. So we're gonna get him back on the toast eventually. Margaret went to his concert on Saturday, said it was amazing, and I was sad that I couldn't be here and harmonize with him, but we had to go to shul anyway, and I felt my Jewish guilt was really
it banished
honestly,
my Jewish guilt.
It solved a lot of just scheduling moral problems.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we went to shul, starting the new year off on the right foot.
We were being such gossip girls in shul, exactly what people think. We were just sitting there in the back, just looking at everyone,
Well, I feel like we always go to shul on Yom Kippur, and it's so somber, and everyone has bad breath because you can't eat. And Rosh Hashanah is really just a vibrant
celebration.
holiday. And it's like a fashion show. Everyone can wear their perfumes and use a towel
and wear leather shoes.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we were just being gossip girls.
It was
kind of
really
fun.
It was fun. It felt like an episode of GCB, but Jewish. JCB.
GJB.
And also everyone else was
JCB.
staring
Good
too.
Jewish bitches.
I know, but JCB. What'd you say, Margo?
Everyone else was staring too.
Yeah. Everyone else was giving you the 1-2.
Totally.
Those shoes.
Really, Margo, that dress.
You don't like that dress?
No, I love that
this
dress,
dress.
actually. You ever
too.
see Seinfeld?
Yeah, the puffy shirt. I got.
Okay. So, do you think?
I don't know. It's been 13 minutes. I think we're good to go.
I think it's time.
To launch into the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
And that's true. For sure. But I want to see, does anyone notice anything different about me, particularly my upper body?
I would say your hair is just on another wavelength, no pun intended.
Like what you did there. And that's because I've recently made the switch to Function of Beauty. And I'm not going to lie. Oh, excuse me. What really attracted me to Function of Beauty was 2 things. 1, they put your name on the bottle, so then Ben knows not to touch my shit. 2, the bottles of shampoo and conditioner are fucking enormous, so you never have to run out. I use a huge puddle of product every time I wash my hair. I'm not one of these girls who's just a quarter size, a dollop. No. And running out of shampoo is probably one of the most annoying things ever. And with Function of Beauty, it very rarely happens. We all know the frustration, bottles and bottles piling up in your bathroom, each one falsely promising a miracle solution that only kind of work. But what if there was just one shampoo that could truly do it all? We all don't have the same hair, so why should we all use the same shampoo and conditioner? Great fucking point. Function of Beauty brings you shampoos and conditioners that are customized and individually filled just for you. Most drugstore brands only address a single concern, like volumize and strengthen. With Function of Beauty, you can choose up to 5 hair goals to add to your formulation. So obviously, a lot of my, when I took the quiz, had to do with moisture, because I've been like recently in my old age having like dry, crusty hair, and I used to have like shiny, beautiful hair, and it's just not gonna work for me anymore.
No, but that's why Function of Beauty is here.
They individually formulate every bottle based on your hair type, your hair goals, and your preferences. You can select your color and fragrance, or you can opt for a dye-free or a fragrance-free. The products are so personalized that your name is even printed on the bottle, so your grimy husband cannot get his hands on it. Function of Beauty never utilizes any sulfates, parabens, phthalates, mineral oils, or any harmful ingredients that you can't pronounce, because if you can't pronounce it, it shouldn't be in your goddamn hair. The sad reality is that most major drugstore brands test on animals. Function of Beauty is 100% vegan and cruelty-free, and if you care about Theo, you will go to functionofbeauty.com right now. Here we go. Listeners of our show, who we love, will receive 20% off their first order. To redeem, head to functionofbeauty.com/toast and take their hair profile quiz. Go to functionofbeauty.com/toast to get 20% off your custom formula. If you care about your hair and you care about Theo, functionofbeauty.com/toast for 20% off your custom formula. Why do they need to test shampoo on dogs? Like, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Like, test it on yourself.
Yeah.
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 How is Theo?
You know, more precious and beautiful than ever. He had a day out in the country yesterday because we went to Ben's uncle's house in New Jersey. He has a huge yard, and there was like little deer, and Theo was just like with his people, and he was self-pooped, you know, in the car, like sleeping on my lap. He's something special.
He's something special. Okay, well, speaking of something special, the beauty of love and marriage. Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin marry again in South Carolina ceremony.
It is like, what, honestly, I feel like everyone tries to keep their wedding hush-hush, but like I cannot find any pictures except for like one blurry paparazzi picture on World of Jaily. Like,
World Jelly. I
Yeah.
can't stop going to it.
I know, and they released one picture from a photo booth. Like, you can't see a dress. They might as well be at someone else's wedding. Like, it's nothing. I can't see her makeup. And I thought it was so weird that like everyone knew, like the wedding's starting in an hour. Like, it was so public, but it ended up being so private, except I saw one picture of groomsmen. Carl Lentz was a groomsman, and so was Dave Grubman.
And so was Jason Kennedy.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
I was
crazy.
shocked. I don't know about groomsmen. It's just a gentleman on the photo.
Yeah. Kendall and Kylie were there, which I was surprised by because Kylie doesn't leave her house for anything.
Yeah.
I think some of the Smith kids were there.
Jaden Smith, yeah.
Jaden. I just want to see more. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you think she's going to do Vogue weddings, like with an exclusive?
Oh, for sure. They love a Vogue exclusive. She is just like so beautiful, so
Stunning.
stylish, and like I think she knows that she's got it all going on, and she wants to share that with the world, but in, you know, a Vogue type of way.
And I
It
just
would
need
be cruel if she didn't.
And I just need to say, like, thank God that Justin Bieber looked great.
Yeah.
He looked like OG.
He's been looking a little different these days, and I'm glad he looked like his 10-year-old self from that YouTube video.
Yeah, they really looked so cute. Did you see the pictures of them getting on that boat for the
Yes.
engagement?
Oh my God. She is so like classic, elegant, chic.
Like, she could be a royal.
Yes, that boat was very royal.
And because like she carries herself so well, and she also doesn't say that much, which is great because she doesn't get herself into trouble.
Right. We could learn a thing or two from her.
We could.
I just love her. I think she's so beautiful. And I actually believe in their love, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think the way they initially got started and, like, got engaged so fast is there was a lot of, like, skepticism around it, especially, like, given, like, the Selena of it all. Like, there was just so much weirdness.
And also, it was heaped into a time of failed engagements, like Ariana and Pete.
Right.
And well, Nick and Priyanka not failed.
But no, I hear you, and I just really believe in their love, and I think they're doing a good job of, like, not addressing any of the rumors, just, like, proving us wrong with their love.
Yeah. Also, like, if you had told me, like, Hailey and last week, like, Hailey and Justin are gonna have a big ceremony, you know, to celebrate their wedding, I would be like, okay, like, who cares? But I didn't realize how much I needed this.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I'm so here for it. I didn't know how much I needed, like, Kylie to charter a plane to go to her friend's wedding and rent a house and bring her daughter.
And just be a normal kid.
I just need to talk about something that Kylie does every single time she does something. She always goes home that night.
Because she's a genius.
But, like, I don't know, like, that's so much work. Like, you're at a party, that, and then you just get on a plane.
When you fly private, like if after every show you and I could go home or go to the next city on a plane, we would. But flights don't run past like 11 or 12. Like, the airport is technically closed from 12 to 6, which sucks. But if you have a private plane, it's like having a car waiting for you. Like, okay, what? It takes you 2 hours to get home. You get to sleep in your own bed. There's literally, when I watched Joan Rivers' documentary, She got on a private plane and like after working like literally a 36-hour day, and she looked in the camera and she said, "There's nothing like sleeping in your own bed." And she was right. And I would rather be tired, exhausted, displaced for an extra 3 hours than go to sleep and wake up and go home the next day.
Yeah. Also, like, she can sleep on the plane, and maybe you never know. Like, maybe she was going to stay at the house, like the AC was broken, and she was just like, "Let's get on the plane."
And the plane was just like, ready.
Yeah.
Also, when it actually puts you in danger, like when so many people know where you are, like because of the wedding, if Kylie spent the night at a house, I'm sure there's only so many houses in this particular area that are good enough for Kylie to stay in. She's a target. She's got to get out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel, and she can sleep on the plane. Maybe she has like such a great bed on the plane, and
she does.
Sure.
She used to Instagram stories so much, like when her and Jordan would like charter planes. Like they made this huge bed, like nicer than my bed at home, like on the plane. It's luxe.
Yeah, and so she was flying with Chris. Was Chris at the wedding?
She was on a plane with Chris.
Actually, Chris should have been at the wedding because Corey is a friend of Justin.
So they probably were.
And they met through Justin. Lest we not forget.
Yes.
Wow. I want to see the Chris pics.
Yeah, Chris is just, after watching new season of Kardashians, like I have a newfound appreciation for Kris Jenner, and I think that like she is the most underappreciated woman, not only in the family, but in the industry.
Yeah, I think she's definitely super appreciated, but it should be even more appreciation.
Yeah, she doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah.
Because it was like the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. No, Kris Jenner's a fucking genius. Leave her alone.
Yeah, only smarter than Snitch Jenner.
Yeah.
The only one.
But she has a very high IQ, Snitch Jenner.
She does. She'll just snatch him up.
Well, what a beautiful story. What a beautiful ending to their love.
Beginning.
But like of this like, it's like the end of them being children. The beginning of them being adults.
Yes.
This is an adult wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so young. Actually, no, they're not.
No,
they're like my age.
It's time to grow up.
It's time to grow up.
Okay, well, next story is a crazy one. Gigi Hadid confronts crasher who stormed the Chanel runway at Paris Fashion Week. A crasher stormed the runway at Chanel's Spring 2020 presentation Tuesday morning at the Grand Palais. Dressed in a black and white tweed outfit topped with a black hat, the spectator climbed onto the set, which was built to look like Paris rooftops, as models took their finale walk. Women's Wear Daily later identified the crasher as Marie Benolil, 28, best known as Marie Sinfiltre, a comedian with 220,000 YouTube subscribers and 196,000 followers on Instagram. She has a one-woman show now on the Comedy de Champs-Élysées Theater in Paris.
Okay, this reminds me of that prankster YouTuber who picked up Gigi Hadid in Milan, remember?
Yes.
And I just, like, when I saw this, I had such a visceral reaction to it. Like, this girl's an asshole.
Asshole.
Like, do you know how many people, like, worked hard to make this show? Like, Karl Lagerfeld is rolling over in his grave. I'm so glad he's not alive to see this.
Rolling over in his grave.
I hate people who, like, sorry, you're not a comedian because you're an asshole and, like, you ruin people's days.
You ruin, like, multi-million-dollar productions. Also, the worst part was those shoes she was wearing.
Right, she tried to fit in. She was wearing, like, a tweed pantsuit.
Which, you know what? She did well. She was wearing these ugly clodhopper shoes.
Wedges.
And she was, it was so annoying. And you know what? If you want to, like, poke fun at the fashion world and do this, like, don't do it at Chanel.
No, I just don't think, let's say you don't like the fashion world, what it stands for, like, fuck off. Like, this is people's jobs. Like, I just hate people who are, like, have, like, so little regard for, like, authority. Like, I find these people to be, like, menaces.
I totally, she should be arrested.
Yeah, no, I had such a visceral reaction.
Is she not going to be? Like, she's trespassing.
I don't know. How did she even get in there? I mean, I don't know why.
You know what? It's because, like, the fashion world and Vogue is, like, inviting all these YouTubers and always influencers, but like YouTubers mostly, comedic YouTubers who have like no business being at the Chanel show.
Yeah, no, she is now like ruining Fashion Week for a million other YouTubers.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
I thought this was such an asshole thing to do. I didn't think it was funny. Like, I didn't think, if she was trying to make a statement about like, whatever, the fashion world is deeply problematic, I agree, but like, I just thought this was such like an asshole thing to do. Like, do you know how many girls like on that show, like, it's their first time walking in Chanel, like they've been dreaming of this their whole lives, and like this girl took the spotlight away. Like, I just think she's an asshole. I can't say it in any other way than she's a prick, okay?
But she doesn't even have a message. It's not like she came on there in a shirt that said, something provocative. She just wanted attention. But I will say I want to thank her because she drew a lot of attention to the Chanel show, which I hadn't seen until I saw this story. And the collection is so adorable.
It's adorable. Gigi looked adorable when she was yelling at her.
Well, so that's the best part is if you watch the video, the girl like gets a little lost on the runway,
Paris rooftop,
and she ends up near Gigi Hadid, and Gigi literally takes her by the arm and escorts her off. Like, good for Gigi for being a hero.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, like I'm sure it was like awkward, and like some people might not have known the girl that she walked in front of. They were all walking, and then she hopped on stage and cut this girl off. She was so confused. And by the way, these models are so professional. Not one of them blinked an eye. They just kept going.
Yeah. It reminded me of Rockettes, like with the falling soldiers. Like that, it kind of looked like that when it like slowed down.
Because she interrupted the order of
the
things.
rhythm, yeah.
I don't think this is funny. I hope she doesn't get followers from this or like positive attention, because this is such an asshole thing to do.
I totally agree.
Like ruining people. And by the way, this is the first show of the collection of the new designer. I forget her name. Like, it's a big moment for her. Like, you're just being an asshole.
Yeah, but she is drawing eyeballs to it, so I'm happy for the new designer. I wouldn't have seen it. Yeah. Those cute little rompers.
It was very cute.
It was so cute.
It was so cute.
And this is like the first post-Carl collection, and I have high hopes.
Is this a felony? Like, you get arrested?
Trespassing.
No. The security really could have been on their toes a little bit more.
But they don't want to disrupt the show. Honestly, Gigi handled it perfectly.
Yeah. That's true, actually. I didn't think about that.
And now maybe going forward, like, she'll get paid her model fee and like a security fee.
Yeah.
She's bodyguard.
By the way, when that guy picked her up, that old prank video, if you've ever seen her, she was walking from her car to her hotel. It was like a 10-foot walk, and there was like tons of people outside, and this guy, he's like a Milan prankster YouTuber, came up and picked her up, and she fucking elbowed him in the face. Like, she is a beast. Like, she knows how to defend herself.
Yeah.
That's that Yolanda Hadid blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These pranksters, though, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have no time for pranks.
No, me neither. And I have no time for people who've made their bearings on being pranksters. It's like, you've made a career off of being an asshole.
Yeah, unless it's fake Kris Jenner getting tackled by a security guard, I have no time for pranks.
Pranking people like you know and personally, like, that's okay. Like, if I prank to you, like, as long as we don't cross a line.
But we're not pranksters, so, like, you can't prank me.
No, but there's a difference between pranking your family and, like, being an international worldwide prankster.
Agreed.
You know, like, international man of prank, you know? I hate people like this. The story really pissed me off.
No, I totally agree. But just for the record, like, we're not a pranking family, so don't get any ideas.
No,
we are not a pranking
Jess
family.
LaBarge commented, I just went to her Instagram and it looks like she crashes many shows. Like, that's her MO.
She should be on, like, a no-fly list of fashion shows.
You crashed the wrong show.
Yeah.
You crashed.
And your name came across the wrong news desk.
Oh, yeah.
What was her name?
Oh, yeah. Marie Benoliel.
Oh, you little French twist.
French comedian.
Yeah. French camper?
No.
Would never.
French camper would never.
French camper is a lot of things, but she has respect first and foremost.
True.
For Chanel.
And authority.
Yeah, and authority. And counselors.
This was just a crazy story.
I totally agree. Okay, next up, a little good news.
Thank God.
Malika Haqq is pregnant.
Yes.
Wow, this is so exciting. Malika Haqq's baby on the way is already getting so much anti-love.
She's also getting so much money because she did her pregnancy announcement is a sponsorship for Clear Blue.
It is. The first-time mom-to-be is showing off her baby bump for the first time in a photo shoot alongside her twin sister, Khadijah, who places her hand on Malika's stomach for the sweet shots. Love a little sisterly anti-love. Malika has been in Aunt Tanisha's for a while now.
And a really good one.
A really good one. And it's time that the tables have turned.
That she has fellow devoted aunts to her child.
I think it's like when you're an aunt, you get back what you give. And I think she's about to get back a lot of anti-love.
You reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow in the aunt world.
There were two major questions here when Malika announced her pregnancy. Is who is the father? She's always kept her love life very low-key. I'm just really hoping it's not Ronnie Magros from the Jersey Shore.
Definitely not.
He is literally the most abusive human being, and like I don't get the vibe that he would be like a good dad.
He is a dad.
And then the second question is the ad. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on like having a sponsored pregnancy announcement.
Here's the thing. It's not the first time I've seen it. I remember Audrina Patridge did it, and I didn't know how to feel then, and I sorted it out, and now I know how to feel.
With this company, also that company, Ava Bracelets, it's like the fertility bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
There's a few.
You know what? How I feel is nice work if you can get it.
Yep.
You know, I don't know if, when, how, God willing, knock on wood, blessed be the fruit, I get pregnant, and if someone wants to sponsor my announcement, come through.
Yeah. OT Genesis, according to the comments, is the father. It is her ex. I don't know him, so I'll have to do some research before I make blatant statements about him.
This is such great news. And I'm just excited for her and Chloe, and then their little bebes will be similar age and they can be best friends like Malika and Chloe. And I just think it's so exciting.
It is exciting, and they have good genes, Malika.
Oh yeah,
and Khadijah, because Khadijah's kids are cute.
Yeah, and the two of them are so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Probably one of the most interesting factoids about Malika and Khadijah, ready? I'm about to blow your mind, is that they were in the movie Sky High. Do you remember that movie about like the superhero
yeah.
school in the sky?
Yeah.
And that kid, like both of his parents are like the greatest superheroes. And, like he's actually a sidekick, you know. And Malika and Khadijah are those cheerleaders who replicate themselves.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
Wow.
That is actually such a good movie.
It's a fabulous movie.
Fabulous.
With Danielle Panabaker.
Margot, that's an amazing adjective. It is fucking fabulous.
I love that movie. And the flying school bus.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Yep, it's such a good movie.
That's great.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to Malika and Khadijah's acting career. I guess they just made that Kardashian money and never looked back.
Yeah, and this clear blue money.
Yeah.
Is that who it is?
Yep.
Love it. You know what? I'm going to get a clear blue.
Okay. I've actually, taken a clear blue. A few months ago, I thought I was for sure pregnant. I wasn't.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It was not. Okay. Next story is just cringe city, and I need to get the Snatchler's opinion. The Bachelorette's Mike Johnson says Demi Lovato made the first move and, quote, kisses really well.
Cringe.
If I was her, I'd be like, why are you doing that?
1000%.
Why are you ruining this?
I want to read the quotes because the Bachelor in Paradise star was recently a guest on the Almost Famous podcast with Ben Higgins and Ashley Guy, and he revealed that not only have he and Demi Lovato been going on dates, but they've also kissed. Quote, we've gone on more than one date. Quote, I like her tattoos. We both have a lot of tattoos. Demi has more than me. Quote, and she kisses really well.
Like, first of all, he's like a second grader. Like, we kissed.
She has more tattoos than I do.
And now I'm really understanding why he wasn't the
I was about to say
Bachelor.
that. Imagine how annoying, if this is the one thing he's saying about dating one person, imagine how annoying he'd be if he was dating a million.
And I feel like she really wouldn't like this. Like,
No, like, so tomorrow we'll be reporting that they're no longer
Yeah.
seeing each other because this is just like, nope.
do you think that Tyler and Gigi aren't together anymore?
I do.
You think they're together?
I don't.
Me neither.
Really. So the rumor mill is swirling. He finally is like giving interviews and divulging
Saying they're just
stuff.
friends.
But that makes me think that they are together. Also, I
Right,
don't,
like if you're dating a celebrity, that's how you talk. Not that she has a lot of tattoos and that you kissed her.
right. Also, she is traveling for work right now, so they wouldn't be seen together.
Fashion month, yeah.
And I don't think you have the sort of passionate love where you go to someone's grandma's funeral in the Netherlands and then break up less than a month later.
It would be disappointing if they did. That's a good point. She has been working like between Paris Fashion Week, Milan, and
being
New
a
York.
security guard, like.
It's like a month where you're out of town. So it has been a while since we spotted them together, but she hasn't been in New York.
Yeah, and I guess people could say like, oh, he should be traveling with her. And
No.
you know what? I think that would
No.
be a terrible precedent to set for their relationship. So I'm glad that they're not. I do think they're still together.
And he storied this morning that he's moving out of
saw.
the futon.
Do you think he's moving to her building?
No, I think he got an apartment.
Where do you think it is?
I don't know, but he's been doing ads. He's making that money, so
Good.
he's good. He's fine.
Good.
I don't know. I don't know if he's fine. The whole thing is so crazy, and I'm like worried about him because
It's a lot of attention.
It's a lot of attention, but it's also like he moved to New York after the show, right?
Yeah.
After
Or
The
he was
Bachelor.
living in New York, like
When the show aired. But
Yeah.
he's from Jupiter, so he's a newbie to New York.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like that many friends here. He starts dating like a supermodel. They're spending so much time together, but he also like needs his own life. I think that he's like struggling a little bit to like find his place post Bachelor. And obviously like these are great problems to have, but I think he's in a weird spot.
Yeah,
And I
no.
think that's why he goes out with all these other Bachelor people. Like I think he's just trying to make friends.
Right. Well, Margot broke the news that they were spotted at. He was spotted at dinner in LA at Catch with Christina Schulman, and then Margot had some follow-up information that really saved the day. That they weren't on a date; it was an influencer event, and then Cosmo picked it up. Margot.
and they were. I mean,
all
they
about
didn't
the
say my
snatch.
name, but they just kept saying what the Snatchler said, and the Snatchler did. It was literally
Honestly,
just
It
like
was Snatchler this, Snatchler that. It was,
It was
crazy.
branded
wild.
as the Snatchler,
yeah,
Yeah.
which that's price you can't pay for.
it's true.
Trust me, I've tried.
So what are your expert thoughts on Mike and Demi Lovato after this interview?
Like if he
Terrible.
wants it to work, stop talking.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
And I feel like Demi Lovato is like very much into like obviously everyone's like into looks, but she's really into like personality, and I think she probably was really attracted to Mike just like based off of how he looks and what she saw on TV, and like now she's getting to know him and like she doesn't like what she sees. That's just like the vibe that I get.
Also, like if they are dating and they're hooking up, like why wasn't he at Dancing with the Stars last night?
Right, Demi was at Dancing with the Stars sitting in the front row, and so was Zoe Deschanel and Jonathan Scott.
Were you okay? I couldn't have cared less.
There were so many people at Dancing with the Stars last night. Like I could
Skylar
not.
Astin, did you see him?
No.
He was like in row 4. You had to spot him, but I saw
What's
him.
his connection? And what's Zoe Deschanel's connection to Dancing with
clue.
the Stars?
No clue.
So they'll just let anyone in these days?
Yes.
And apparently sitting behind them was the cast of My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend?
Yeah, they were just sitting there. Like it was star-studded.
Interesting. I like that show.
And Lauren Elena made it another week. We're going to be there for LA week, October 14th. She has to make it one more week. Everyone needs to vote for Lauren Elena just so we can get there, okay?
I think she's in a good place.
Me too.
I don't think she's.
I'm not worried about her, but actually last night, can we recap Dancing with the Stars right
Wait,
now?
fifth and final story.
But like we're already talking about it. Just
But
please.
when I do the descriptions, it's like Dancing with the
fine,
Stars,
fine,
then the
fine.
fifth story.
Okay.
Fifth and final story, a little straight from the source, Toasters news. Someone posted in the morning Toaster, some tea for you all today. My boyfriend.
Rumor Willis was there too, just sitting there.
Well, because she's like a Dancing with the Stars
And she was there with
champion.
Nick Violent. Didn't they like date for a sec or something?
No,
Did
they were both on the same season of Dancing with the
Oh,
Stars.
yeah.
The one that she won.
She won.
She won.
It's so interesting who wins. It's
Yeah.
never who you think it is.
Yeah. My boyfriend works in Malibu and said Miley Cyrus came in today and she was all over Cody Simpson. Caitlyn and Liam, who?
Okay, I was in Malibu and didn't see this, so I just wanted to put it out there that it might not be true. But actually, I see this a lot.
It might not be true for sure because it's just, he said, she said, but I want it to be true.
Does anybody like love Cody Simpson? After
Love.
the surfboard music video with Gigi Hadid, my favorite music video ever.
I don't know why him and Gigi Hadid couldn't make it work because in reality, like of all the men she's dated, like I really ship them. Like they were this like Bondi, Australian, like yeah, surfwear, yeah.
I know why they couldn't make it work. He was like her high school, like
Yeah.
in the celebrity world, like her high school boyfriend. It's like she went off to like, the big school and he's the small town boy and it never works.
And you know what also shocked me that didn't work? Like his career.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what would you say Cody Simpson is?
Honestly, like sometimes I think his sister's like a bigger star
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
he is, and she's only famous for being his sister.
No, I know, but she has like a premium Instagram. She's like a full-time influencer.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does.
I think he's like Radio Disney. I think he's big in Australia, and he does, he does the rounds. I think he actually probably has like a nice career and it's fun.
No, but he gets like a lot of pussy. Like I'm always hearing about him with hot girls.
For sure.
You
I mean,
are?
he's hot.
Yeah, he's hot.
For sure. Who would you hear about?
Gigi Hadid, Miley Cyrus. I don't know. It's just like whatever. If he ever comes across my desk, it's always that he was spotted like with a hot girl.
Okay. So then this tracks.
Yeah.
I just couldn't see Miley going for him.
I know. It's
Yeah,
just
me
like
neither.
when you don't go from like Liam Hemsworth, and then actually going from Liam Hemsworth to Caitlyn Carter like actually made sense for me because like while Liam Hemsworth is like the most amazing man on the planet ever, any planet ever created, Caitlyn Carter is so different that like it's not even competition.
Right.
But then I just didn't see how you go from both of them to Cody Simpson. Like that's truly a step down.
Yeah. It is.
But maybe when you're like maybe it's like when you're so like famous and like you are an icon and you're dating people on your levels, like sometimes you just want someone below you, like so they appreciate you. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's what's happening with Gigi Hadid.
Yeah, right. Like Cody Simpson, like totally would be just like so honored to be in Miley's presence, and like when you're that famous, like you want that kind of validation. And like Liam is just as famous, arguably more famous than Miley. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't need to like lick her ass. Like maybe she wants her ass licked.
Yeah. Maybe you just want to date someone where it's clear, like,
You're in charge.
I'm the queen, you're the sorry person.
Yeah.
Totally. By the way, I actually like really feel that call.
Yeah, there's no confusion.
Yeah.
I feel that call too.
Did you guys watch Jonas Brothers' Tiny Desk?
No.
No, I saw a clip, but I haven't watched the
But
whole
it's
thing.
I love the Tiny Desk thing.
I know you do. Dancing with the Stars.
Okay. I actually watched. So I got home at like 9:15 and I was done by 10 o'clock. I skipped through all the bullshit. Like why they had to do a clip about Ray Lewis even though he's not performing like was so stupid.
Well, I watched it just because like I loved Ray Lewis because you made me love Ray Lewis.
I was
so wanted to
very
know why he
sad
was
about
out.
that. People think there's more to the story
They
than
do.
him
I
just
haven't
being
seen
injured.
that. They showed the foot, the bloody
Yeah, it was
foot.
disgusting. So he had like a prior injury from football that like was flaring up again and he had to step out.
Oh.
So and then by the way, they made us do this whole episode just to tell the bottom two you're both staying because Ray Lewis is out.
That's really annoying.
Yeah, that was really annoying. But also I was really getting
Who was bottom two?
Lamar.
and
Kel Mitchell.
Kel Mitchell, which was shocking because I thought his performance was beautiful, but he has no fans. Like,
Yeah.
no one votes for him.
Yeah.
And it's judges.
That's where the show gets unfair.
Yeah.
Because, like, Sean Spicer should have been in the bottom two, like, not Kel Mitchell.
Interesting.
But
Is-
honestly, like, Sean Spicer probably has half the country.
And he's not a good dancer?
Who?
Sean Spicer.
It
He
depends on
just-
the week. He was good last week. This week he fucked.
No, you know what it is?
What
like,
was his dance?
it was to...
Cha-cha.
No, Saturday Night Live. Saturday
Yeah.
Night Fever.
Disco?
Night fever, night fever.
And by the way, he had like a lot of extras, like trying to make it like just taken away from the fact that he didn't know any of the steps. And he's just like, it's not that he's a bad dancer. It's like, no, sorry, it's not that. Yeah, no, he's a bad dancer. He can't remember the steps. And him and Lamar totally should have been in the bottom two. But it was really shocking because I feel like it's only been 1 week. But I'm really like thinking there's so many good people. Like I
Yeah.
don't know who's gonna win. Obviously, I'm getting the vibe that the network is trying to get Hannah to win. They just give her like the best time slot always. Like she gets the best. I find that she posts on Instagram like professional pictures. Like she gets those pictures first. Like
Yeah.
I can't tell you why, but I feel like she's getting special treatment.
Yeah, I feel like ABC, well, they love her, and I feel like they owe her something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she didn't win last time, maybe she'll win this time.
I know, but
Yeah.
you know what's really starting
she's great, so
you
it
know
would
what's
make
really
sense
starting
to
to
win.
bother me about her, though, is she keeps talking about, like, what she's like, I've been through a lot. Like, there are actually people who have been through a lot. Like, you went on TV and, like, got super famous and now have a lot of money and, like, are on TV again, and you just don't have a boyfriend. Like, you haven't been through a lot. I just wanted to put it out there. Like,
But like, I'm sure they want her to harp on like The Bachelorette.
I know, but, like,
Yeah.
let's refrain from using that phrase and hold it for people who actually have been through stuff in the last year, you know?
I agree, but I do think, like, for her, she's been through a lot.
Yeah, like I don't think she expected.
Like, finding out that her fiance has been lying to her, it's, like, sort of similar to Money Heist.
No, I'm sorry.
God.
I don't think she's been through a lot. Like, I think her life could be better.
Okay, I think she's, like,
I think you're being like a little hard on her, but yeah.
In the scale of her life, only comparing her to herself, in the past year, she's had a harder time than in other years. But then she did become really famous. I don't know.
No, and, like, things couldn't be going better for her. Like, she gets...
I know, she's so beloved. Like, okay, so she had a week where she didn't know, like, who to trust.
And still, everyone was on her side in that week. She's beloved by literally everyone. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, it's a little annoying. Okay, let's talk about the dancing. Ally Brooke really turned it out. I love that Selena song. 'Cause I'm dreaming. So it was just a beautiful dance. I thought she did a great job, and she finally got scores that reflected how she actually performed, because she is the most underscored person on the show, and it really bothers me. So when I think of the people who could actually win based on talent, I think of Ally Brooke, I think of Lauren Elena, I think Hannah Brown, and I think James Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek is fucking phenomenal.
I know, but I always get so frustrated because it's so much easier for a guy to be good than a girl.
But he did like
The girl is the focal point of the dance.
Okay, agreed. But I'm sure when it comes down to it, it's also easier for a girl to, when she's better, to be more impressive than a guy. You're like razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
You know, you're so impressed by a girl doing flips.
Yeah, but it's harder for you to be impressive because, like, everything's on you. Like the dance, if you move your foot the wrong way.
No,
like,
agreed.
Like when the girl is the professional dancer, like, they don't miss a beat. So, like, you don't have to look at her.
No, I'm
even.
sure that helps you succeed in the dance. But when it comes down to the final two, and it's a man versus a woman, say, it's so much easier to be impressed by what the female contestant
Yes.
is doing.
Yeah,
you know?
because she can do more.
Right, so I think right now it makes it easier for men, but
But she
eventually,
has to do more.
Eventually, you're only impressed by the women,
Yeah.
unless the man starts, flipping in the air.
Well,
Right.
actually, Karamo did a jump last night.
Yeah. Karamo,
Jump.
I thought
Like,
I was,
he jumped over someone.
like he did a leapfrog. It was very sad.
Yeah.
We set the bar so low for him. But actually, I was really surprised because when he was performing, I thought he was doing so good, and then the judges were like, that was awful.
The judges hate him.
They hate him, and, like, yes, he misstepped one time, but, like, who cares? I thought it was such a fun, good. He did like Rocket Man,
I'm
Elton
still
John.
standing.
I'm still standing, and they had Taron Egerton call in. Like, it was really, like, I thought it was such a cute performance, and I was really shocked that, like, it was universally, like, awful according to everyone.
Also, Carrie Ann in Arbor.
She tries
was
too hard to
being
be mean.
Such a bitch last
Yeah.
night.
She tries too hard to be like Len, like the Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, one of the most underrated people on the entire show is Kate Flannery from The Office.
Oh my God, big time.
In her clip, apparently she's on tour with Jane Lynch. They sing. So Jane Lynch was there, and I just love the hardest working woman in the industry, Jane Lynch. And Kate Flannery kills it every time. She's one of the highest scoring people, and she's definitely at a disadvantage. She said, like, it's already hard enough being my age in this industry, and, like, I don't want to look like a fool. And she doesn't. She looks better than anyone. She also could win. She could win. I just don't know if she has a fan base.
The Office?
I know, but, like, she doesn't have stan culture, like
It's
everyone
not
getting their
stan
mom's
culture.
phones and their brother's phones to call 10 times.
My text last night, I literally voted for everyone 10 times.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for
Lamar.
Lauren, Hannah, James.
You can't vote for everyone, or else
Yeah,
everyone.
I only voted
I
for
just
Lauren.
get excited, and then I'm scared that they're not getting votes, so then I just do it.
Okay, Snatcher. If you could only have voted for one person last night, who would it have been?
Last night, or who do I want to win? Two different questions.
Last night.
It's not that hard.
Wow.
I think James Vanderbeek. I really like him.
No, I really want Lauren Elena to win because I know her.
And then who do you want to win? You don't need to vote for them right now because they're probably doing fine.
Hannah Brown.
Okay.
The audience was just on fire. Like, there were so many celebs. I can't wait to go.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to be invited. Wink, wink. It's just a good show. Like, I actually really enjoy watching it. Usually a 2-hour, like, reality show like The Bachelor, I find to be, like, I dread it, But I actually really enjoy Dancing with the Stars.
It's like slowly becoming one of my favorite shows.
I'm sorry
It's
that
so
it took me so
entertaining.
long.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Because it's like good music, bad voices.
And you know what? I'm enjoying the recaps.
Yeah.
Even though, like, that's... So I'm sure other
like
people
you're
who
there.
don't watch... No, it's like I'm getting the high point. I'm actually interested to know what's going on, but I just don't want to watch it. So
Yeah.
this is perfect for all
And
of
I just
us.
found it so interesting that Hannah Brown danced to that song from Bridesmaids.
I know. She
Someday,
kind of-
somebody, like,
It's a little
she-
thirsty.
It's like everyone got really cute, like, storylines. I thought she got, like, gypped with the
Yeah, like
With
she could
her
have done
song
anything
choice
else.
and a bridesmaid, like making fun of the fact that she's not engaged. Like I just didn't like that.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
Well, no, it was like her best friend's bachelorette party that week. Like it was so fake.
It was so fake. But like also like she could have just done anything. Like a movie that she loves.
Yeah.
You know who was actually pretty good?
Oh, it was movies?
Yeah, movie night.
So Lauren Elena was Pretty Woman. She looked so cute. She had like her leg up on the hood of a car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great theme. And then if someone didn't choose well, I would judge them.
Right, like Kel Mitchell had the Titanic, and it was like very beautiful.
Yeah.
Ally Brooke had Selena. So
Love it.
Yeah, I thought they chose good movies except for Hannah Brown.
And when they said Bridesmaids, I was like, what song is from Bridesmaids?
Yeah,
And
like, when you think
obviously that's the
Titanic,
only one. But like it was,
I think it's a little bit like trying to be relatable, viral, like cute, and I'm not.
I did not like it. And
It
it's a
was
weird
like
song to
seriously,
dance
like
to.
what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite song?
Yeah.
There's so
Sarah
many
Brinkley
good-
Cook was pretty good. And, like she doesn't have my vote.
Oh,
I didn't
she
vote
did
for her,
Mamma
but she was
Mia.
great. And she looked like the girl.
She looked like Amanda Seyfried. She wore like a Grecian blue dress.
And no
with
one did
braids in her
Greatest
hair.
Showman?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Snatchler.
Sarah Brinkley Cook was good.
Yeah.
She did Mamma Mia?
Yeah, she looked so
that's
cute.
really cute.
It was also like her and her mom, like they're so close. It was actually like a cute little package.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
really cute.
Yeah,
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
And she like looked so like perfect
looked
for
like
the
she's
part.
beautiful.
Okay, Hannah Brown should have done Miss Congeniality.
Yes.
And danced to She's Beauty and She's Grace.
Or what's that song they dance to when they're all wearing the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah.
And Leanne Locken she's an extra in that scene.
Whatever it is, go to the soundtrack and find a song. Like, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. Whatever. It's
But
a
by
great
the way,
show.
I learned last night that not even the pros choose a song; it's the producers.
Yes. And by the way,
So-
I actually did I tell you guys this? I did ask Lauren Elena if she gets to choose what she wears, and she said no. Just some interesting factoid.
Interesting.
The Politician.
The Politician is something we've got to recap. It literally
my
came
God.
out on Friday. Already finished
Me
it.
too.
Only 8 episodes. We've got Ben Platt. We've got Gwyneth Paltrow. Literally so happy to have them both on my screen. Ben Platt is singing like. It's just, first of all, like there's so few like good shows on TV that when you get them, like you don't want to finish them.
Yeah.
And it's so beautifully done. Like the houses and the outfits, like it's all beautiful. And it's just such an interesting pilot. Like you don't think it's a plot. You don't know where it's going to go, and where it ended is certainly not where it began.
Also, we're about to spoil the whole mini series, so if you didn't watch it,
Go watch
Have
it
a
and
great
then listen
day.
to us. We'll see you tomorrow. When they brought in Judith Light and Bette Midler, I was incredibly confused. And I was waiting for the link. And then McAfee went to go work there. I'm like, is that the link? And then I understood it. And I actually think the second season is going to be much better than the first season, because this is a plot I can get behind. At some points, I was like, this is a little dramatic for high school bullshit,
right?
you know?
But I thought it was just cool and interesting. It's like an election, but like down to like the high school level, and you really get to its essentials.
Yeah.
And you know what I thought was just like the best part of it? It was just a common theme. It was like you can choose to live your life perfectly, like knowing you're going to run for president one day,
Right?
Doing everything right, saying everything right, never getting in trouble, knowing that everything will be used against you one day, and you still fuck up.
Yeah.
That scene in the train station where Gwyneth Paltrow's talking to Ben Platt, like basically about cancel culture, where she's like, life is a shitstorm and you gotta grab as many gold bars as you can. Like, I thought she was talking to me. Like, I was like, yes, I will. Okay, I love you. Bye, have a good flight.
No, and when she was like losing, the plan going to shit was the best thing that ever happened to you is so true so many times. But I just think it's like, even if you try to be a perfect person and do everything right, knowing that everything one day will be used against you and you're going to be running for president.
Yep.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Because life is a shitstorm and you just need to grab as many gold bars as you can.
No, it's so true. And Gwyneth Paltrow was my absolute favorite character. Like, my only note is that I could have used more of her, because
Me too.
I actually felt like Brad Falchuk, who created the show, like wrote the character for her based on her, because in real life, like, she's so glamorous, she's so beautiful, she's a movie star, Hollywood, but she's also like the most down-to-earth, like loving, good mom, and that's exactly what her character was. Like, you would think she's walking around her house like with her old short husband, like with millions of dollars in jewelry on, like she's a bitch. But no, you would think that, but she's actually the most amazing mother, down-to-earth,
like,
sweetheart,
warm.
Yeah, and I think that's what Gwyneth Paltrow really is in real life. Like, he's gotten to know her as a wife and a mom, and like she's so beautiful, and like you think she's just like this princess, but she's also like the best mom ever.
Yeah.
I totally got that vibe, that it was like a replica of her in real life, you know?
Yeah. Overall, the show, and we talked about this, like, I loved it. I love shows like this, and the attention to detail and the quality of production value, like, I will never complain about.
Yeah.
But, like, there's something about it that was just, I felt like I was watching cartoon people, you know?
It felt
and
a
what is
little bit
this
like
trend?
satirical.
It's
It
very
was,
satirical.
I think it was intended to be.
But it's like fake, I don't know. it's something that we're trending towards. Like, I feel like Scream Queens was so that, but it's a sorority. Like,
and also, I think Brad Falchuk worked on Scream Queens,
Yeah,
right?
he did. And it's also Ryan Murphy. And that's what, but like Glee wasn't like that. Glee was like real people. This is like when that girl, Alice, with the short hair.
She's the only person I really would have recast. I thought she was terrible.
Ben Platt's first lady, when she was like talking about how she passed the lie detector test and she was just being like so not a person. I was just like, who are these fake people I'm watching?
Yeah.
Like a cartoon.
I agree. I actually really did not like her like storyline or her at all. I thought she was a terrible actress and I wasn't buying whatever she was selling.
And the fact that they were like OTP at the end, what?
Yeah, no, that made no sense.
Yeah.
No.
I kind of like that everyone was like not gender fluid, like
sexually fluid.
Sexually fluid.
Yeah.
That's what it's like now. Like
Yeah.
everyone just, and it wasn't like a thing. Like, are you gay? Like,
And they're not going to make a big deal
and I
about
like
it.
girls.
They're not going to hold it against you.
Yeah, I liked that.
And I loved Astrid. Oh my God.
Lucy Boynton is fucking beautiful.
Like, I obviously hated her character because I wanted Ben Platt to win, but her outfits and just her, she was perfect.
And Jessica Lange was excellent, the grandma. Like, she's such a great actress, Nana.
And we were saying, like, this was the Gypsy Rose biopic that I wanted.
Oh my God, Gypsy, I was just talking about that the other day. Oh yes, last night with Ben's parents, because they were like alive during the Gypsy Rose of it all, and I was asking them if they saw the act. And they just started watching The Politician. They're like, it's the same thing. I'm like, yeah, it is, but it's so much better. Like, the act.
Alive? This happened recently.
Gypsy Rose happened recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the 80s.
No, she's still in
it's
jail.
like a few years ago. Yeah, she's still a teenager or still a young person.
I guess that makes sense why they didn't know about it. But they, I was saying how like the act was so boring. Like, it's a crazy.
even watch
it was a
it.
crazy story with a boring show.
It was so hard to get.
It was so hard to get through. This is it.
Yeah, this was the biopic.
Except Zoe Deutsch was such a good actress that she was bothering me so much.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, she's like, like shut the fuck up, bitch, okay?
Yeah.
But then when she had hair and was like, she was like an author and like was like
she was an
prestigious.
influencer. So people wanted to be so
I was
free
just
stuff.
like, I love this Zoe Deutsch, you know?
Yeah.
My biggest
did
problem
her lisp go away?
Well, maybe she was putting on the lisp so that people would think that she was sick, or maybe
No, but she thought she was sick. She wasn't in on it.
she wasn't in on it. But I don't know. Maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe her grandma didn't let her get her teeth fixed.
Also, the most unrealistic thing was that he would be friends with Skye. Skye was my least favorite character.
Oh,
yeah, because he's like,
because she tried to murder him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was just like a like holier than thou, you know?
But no, my biggest problem with the show is why did we have Ben Platt playing Runaway 100 times and he never sang it?
Because you wouldn't have been able to continue because you couldn't see through your tears.
When he sat down at the piano and I'm like, what is he gonna play? And he played Vienna, like literally my favorite song. I was like so moved. I couldn't breathe. Like I was frozen in time.
I need a soundtrack.
And the song was so applicable to the situation.
Yep. There were like so many key moments that really stood out to me. One was that conversation between Gwyneth and Ben in the train station. Like that will forever be like the most important conversation ever had. All the times he sang, and I thought actually the River stuff was like really beautiful.
Oh my God, when he sang
River's hot.
So hot. When he sang River, I was just like, I don't know what the song is, but it's my new favorite. Like his voice, I could listen to him sing for days. Mm-hmm. Like I can't wait for his Netflix special.
I know. So Ben Platt had his concert at Radio City Music Hall 2 nights ago, and he also filmed it for a Netflix special, and he had the audacity to have it on Rosh Hashanah, which is literally one of the most heartbreaking things ever because we couldn't go. And I was so emotional watching his Instagram stories.
Me too.
Like, I can't believe we missed it. And it's like his last show for this album,
But like I feel like I wouldn't have been able to handle.
Right? Like
I would have just been sitting there crying.
You know, that's what I want to do.
No, in public, like that's so humiliating.
No, it's not.
No, like
you have emotions, you feel things.
No, a room full of people that are just not like tearing, sobbing.
Yeah.
Like
and I told Claudia this. I looked up the set list.
Oh yeah.
And one of the songs that he sings is "Overjoyed"
by Stevie Wonder.
oh, that's great.
I just love him so much, and I watched his performance at Global Citizen Festival, and he's just really coming into his own like artist, like a Maggie Rogers vibe.
Yeah.
And I stan. United we stand.
Oh, 1,000%.
We stand harder than we did
and
before.
I really did enjoy the show. Like, what a treat. Just like a little sweet treat.
And you know what was so great about it, and why I'm so appreciative and grateful to Brad Falchuk is like for understanding, noticing, and appreciating the unique talent that is Ben Platt. Like, I think Ben Platt in this industry had like a super hard time getting to where he is, and he's so multi-talented. Like, he's such a, like you saw him in Dear Evan Hansen, like he's such a physical actor, and he can cry on demand, and those veins pop out of his neck, and he's such a talented singer, and like it takes a really special person to see that, understand it, and then build a show around it.
Yeah.
I'm so here for the appreciation and the standing of Ben Platt.
Oh wait, apparently in Glee, Rachel Berry sings the song River
Oh.
during the Christmas episode.
Oh, I just watched it.
That's what Hannah...
Must have missed it. Well, I loved it. Like, that's all I want more.
Yeah, I'm excited for season 2.
And 8 episodes, I'm sorry, it's not going to cut it. I need like at least 11.
Yeah.
Even though each episode was an hour.
No, one episode was like 20 minutes.
28 minutes. What
the
was
fuck
that?
was that?
What was that?
I'm like, did I just start this episode? On the plane, I was like, wow, I must be in like a time warp or something.
Oh my God, I didn't even
It was
notice.
really annoying.
Like, that's not cool.
Not cool. And I want like more rich houses. Like when he almost became
Oh my God,
poor.
we have to move to Santa Barbara.
Yeah, no, when he became poor, I was like, no way.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll... Actually...
Well, the mom made like over $100 million just like selling her
But then
stuff. And then
she
she
donated
donated
it
all to Munchausen by proxy victims. And I want, like, no, she had to give him like a cool $20 million to live. Who's paying his tuition?
No, but it's better for his story as a politician if he goes from rags to riches to rags again.
Yeah.
You know, so he doesn't need the money.
No, I know, because that's not what he cares about.
And like
Yeah.
maybe he'll get money from like campaign like
Yeah, but
fund-
who's
from
paying his
donors.
tuition? Maybe he got a scholarship because if you
Because-
get into Harvard, then you
Yeah.
can get a scholarship to NYU.
Totally.
big time.
Yeah, that was like, that really is what happens to the kid who didn't get into Harvard, loses his mind, goes to NYU.
No, actually,
becomes an
my
artist.
freshman year roommate was like accepted to every Ivy League out there, and she got a full scholarship to NYU, so that's why she was there. And she was always like making it a point to know, like for me to know that she was smarter than me. I'm like, I know. She was always correcting me and stuff. And then one time she had the audacity to correct me. While like if I was like talking or something, she would just like always fucking like chime in when I wasn't talking to her. And I was on the phone with someone. I'm like, oh hey, let's meet. It's on like the corner of like 2nd and Houston. And she literally, I'm on the phone. She goes, it's Houston. I'm like, finally, I know something that you don't know. I'm like, actually, it's Houston.
Damn.
Don't come for
Freshman
me.
year roommates. Oh my God, by the way, we were talking about this for our next Patreon. It's October, so we have like 5 episodes this month. You just did an episode yesterday with Ben, but someone had suggested we do an episode about prom.
And like high school.
And I realized we should do like a nostalgia themed series because we could do one on freshman year roommates.
We definitely could.
We definitely could.
Who's yours? Oh, yeah.
Wait, who's yours? Wait.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And at NYU, they have a new policy where you can't request your own roommate. Like, if you know someone, like, you guys can't
You're
live
not
together.
allowed.
It's random. Like, they're trying to, like...
It's better.
No, it's not.
It's
it's
better.
not.
I requested mine and it was still a shit show.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but you went to a college where you didn't know... Like, nobody you knew was going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I had a million people I could have requested.
Yeah, like, Margaret,
Yeah.
half the kids from your high school went to that college.
Yeah.
No, but it's... Honestly, there's no... Actually, I have a few friends. Like, Sam and Dana were freshman year roommates. And then...
Oh, that's
'cause
crazy,
they were set, like,
actually.
through mutual friends. They knew each other. And then they roomed together every single year of college. I think they're still living together.
Wow.
Just kidding. They're engaged.
So definitely
each
watch The
other.
Politician, stream Ben Platt's new album, and have a great day. Is there anything else we needed to recap?
No. Shana Tova, everyone. We will see you
Shanatoba.
tomorrow.
Tickets available to my tour at girlwithnojob.com. I'm hitting up Milwaukee this weekend, Sunday night. Feel free to come through. It's going to be lit. There's like 10 tickets left. And then next week we're doing LA, San Diego, San Francisco. So tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. Thank you so much for listening to The Morning Show, the Millennial Morning Show. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So feel free to like this video, comment, subscribe, notifications, all that bullshit. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So that's iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, every app, all the apps. Head over there, leave a review, 5 stars. We love you. Have an amazing day, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love ya.
Tomorrow.